Huh? Where am I? A boat? Man, I ache all over. And that light. Just a sec. Hold on, give me a minute here. Let's see. I escaped with Joshua on Simon's snowmobile. We got as far as Sicily, and from there to Anchorage, where we hopped on a flight to San Diego, since we were supposed to meet Sushi there, and then, I don't know. I can't remember anything else. Truth is, I feel like I've been asleep for 3 days. Joshua's missing, and what in the world am I supposed to do now? It's used to open the door, I bet. No, I have enough experience with these number pads to know you can't guess the password at random. I wonder if it's some sort of elevator. Let's see what happens when I press this button. Isn't that... Sushi!
Brian! You finally woke up.
It's amazing to see you again.
No, I'm the one who's excited. So how are you feeling?
Well, a bit nervous, because besides the whole Gina problem, the soldiers and the Trantonite, I can't even remember how I got here. The truth is, I don't even know where we are.
Ha ha ha. I got here this morning, but from what Rutger told me about last night, I'm not surprised your memory is shot. And as for the Trantonite, everything has been fixed. You don't have to worry about a thing.
What?
Let me explain. It turns out that a man flying in some bizarre device was painted inside a tomb within the ancient Mayan ruins of Palenque. It's so weird, it looks like a spaceship. So much so that people call it the astronaut of Palenque. As soon as I found out, I took off for Palenque. The stone has to be there. The first thing they told me when I got there is that the tomb was robbed more than 5 centuries ago. 5 centuries! Finding the stone was going to be impossible. Luckily, they gave me a hot contact, Paco, a Spanish student obsessed with the whole topic, and he just happened to be working at the temple ruins then. So nobody knows where it might be now? I mean, whatever was inside that tomb?
Don Inigo de Malantuñez y Gagnon. Search for him.
Where can I find him?
No idea. Probably at the bottom of the sea, since he was one of the cruelest pirates of the 16th century. Nobody knows how his galleon, the Orion, managed to survive the harshest tempests, or come out unscathed from battles with much better armed vessels. Legend even has it that his ship's figurehead shined like the sun. However, his sailors assured it was all thanks to a lucky charm made of stone, an awesome object that Malantuñez supposedly found in his youth.
And now you're going to tell me the miraculous item came from that robbed grave, right?
You are right. I've been researching, and it appears that as a kid, Captain Malantuñez worked for the conquistador Hernán Cortés. He had the bad fortune of falling in love with Malinche, who was none other than his commander's lover. Cortés challenged him to a duel, ripped out his eye, and left him in the jungles of Chiapas, fewer than 30 miles from the city of Palenque.
So you're suggesting that Malantuñez stole something from the grave, which protected him for the rest of his life? Very interesting. But how can I find his trail?
There's evidence that in 1564 he stole the map of the Manila route, the Spanish crown's best-kept treasure. It could have made him richer than the king himself. After that, his trail is lost. Perhaps he set sail for the Philippines. But if you're so interested, why don't you go look in the archives of the Indies?
I had heard that everything written on Spain's colonies in the Americas could be found in the archives of the Indies in Seville, Spain, and that even professional treasure hunters go there to locate sunken galleons. So I expressed my gratitude to Paco and vamoosed to Seville.
You're unbelievable, Sushi.
Hold on, the hardest part had yet to begin. I'm accustomed to breaking passwords and codes, pushing a button and getting quick results. But when I saw the work I'd have to do in Seville...
Here it is. In this aisle you'll find everything you need about galleons, which disappeared from 1560 to 1570. Look for whatever you want, and don't worry about making noise. I'll be alone tonight.
I searched through book after book, galleon after galleon, and pirate after pirate until... Captain Malantuñez of the Orion. That was it. I found a short passage of what seemed to be Malantuñez's memoirs, taken down by a female prisoner who was with him. On the last pages, his scribe wrote that an English boat had sunk the Orion, and after being rescued, this record keeper went on and on about what a scoundrel Malantuñez was. Lucky for us, the date of the shipwreck is mentioned, March 6th, 1564, 6 days after the Orion set sail on a journey from Acapulco to Manila. I had everything I needed to locate the approximate position of the galleon, so I checked maps from those days, did some calculations, and finally managed to determine an exact point in the Pacific Ocean. That's the whole story, Brian. I charted the possible shipwreck site to an area of less than 80 square nautical miles. Then I called Saturn and told him what direction to take.
80 square miles? Isn't that a lot?
Don't you believe it. A half hour ago, I programmed the sonar to look for underwater objects with the volume of the Orion. And in a few hours, it will start to relay its potential coordinates to us. Using that data, Dean Grassick will dive down to find out whether we've hit the jackpot or we have to continue the search. My time estimate is little more than 2 weeks. 3 weeks tops.
Sushi, that's too long. We have to find some other solution.
It's a difficult operation, Brian. The Douglas III's sonar is equipped with the most advanced submarine detection technology. So, unless you can come up with some sort of miracle, we'll have to wait.
Wait a sec. I think I may have missed something. Who is this Dean Grassick?
Dean Grassick. You've never heard of him? But he's the greatest adventurer and treasure hunter in history. I hired him to go down to the ocean floor and retrieve the Trantonite.
Can we trust him?
Of course. He's a man of perfect moral integrity. For example, he is so generous he even held a contest among the country's youths, and the winner got to go with him on his next adventure. He is a man of his word, as you can see. He's traveling with Camille, the French girl who won the contest.
I've never heard of anyone named Dean Grassick.
You don't watch much TV, do you? His program, The Grassick Adventure, is one of the highest-rated shows on primetime TV. I recommend it, because it's as if you were really there with him, fighting against wild monkeys in the jungle, searching for treasures and ruins, and fighting against polar bears. Dean takes a camera on all his adventures, and every evening he broadcasts images of the most amazing parts of that day's adventures. Plus, he's so cute.
What part of the boat is he in now?
A while ago, he told me he'd be in the sea lock room, tuning up the diving equipment.
I'd rather not talk about him anymore.
Don't be that way, Brian. You'll see how nice he is.
Speaking of Rutger and Saturn,
Yes?
now, how is it they came too?
When you IM'd me about Trantor and the amoeba, I thought it would be a good idea to bring along a man of science. So before departing from Douglasville, I asked Saturn to join my team. As for Rutger, well, that was a bit more spur of the moment.
They're nice guys, but I think we've discussed their participation enough.
Okay, whatever you say.
I've seen there's a password-protected door.
And you want me to give you the password, right? Well, store this in your memory. 0512.
0512. Thanks, Sushi.
No sweat. Anything else?
Let's continue this conversation later, okay?
Whenever you wish, Brian.
I'm really grateful to Sushi for all she's done, but we can't wait for 2 weeks. Alpha said their time is running out, so Gina's life depends on me acting fast. I don't know how, but I have to find a way to locate the sunken galleon in the Trantonite before it's too late. Well, look who's here. I'm gonna go say hello. Rutger, long time no see.
Yo, Brian! Feeling better than yesterday!
This may seem weird to you, but I can't remember anything.
Of course! That's the nice part of Herbidos.
Actually, the last thing I remember is that I got to the port in San Diego with my friend Joshua and...
Slow down, man! Slow down! That little amnesia you have is caused by the berries I put in Herbidos.
Berries?
The only way to remember what happened is...
Oh, just my luck. Raw salmon again.
Salmon? You are one crazy man! No, the only thing I can do is refresh your memory.
Ugh, I was afraid of something like this.
Come on now. Yesterday evening, I left the yacht to wander at the view and fill my lungs with clean ocean air.
Singing ends and you're walking in a beating rain. Summer warms, the cold then is chilling. In the wind, now I hear a voice ringing. Just
Sugar came to me, let me show you something. Can you see that girl being told? Somebody did to her, and now how was her feel?
I'm hungry! Are we there
Calm
yet?
down. Sushi's yacht must be nearby.
Oh no! A Trumpetera's Fatocranium, the most perverse species in the universe!
She ran away as far as she came from that.
Run, Brian, or it will devour you with its brain-sucking head!
Rutger,
What happened then?
Hey, Brian,
my friend, it's been so long.
is that bro doing okay?
Hey, don't worry about Joshua. Where's Sushi?
She said to take off upon your arrival, and that she's gonna catch up later by a helicopter.
Oh, we arranged to meet up in Palenque when we were IMing. And yesterday she sent me a message at the Anchorage airport saying she's waiting here in San Diego. You wouldn't happen to know why.
No, come on, I'll finish the bong and we get down to navigating. You gonna help me finish it off? Go back to your 2-bit constellation, you coward, fat-headed beast!
Thanks, Rutger. But I haven't slept for days and I can hardly keep my eyes open.
No problem, man. Just lie down in the stateroom and you're gonna come out fresh as an herb.
Impossible. I can't sleep in trains, planes, or automobiles, so forget about boat naps.
That's cause you never try my Herbidos. Don't trust that nut, Brian! It's probably some sort of perverse potion. It's a recipe based on herbs, mushrooms, wild berries, seeds, everything natural. Good stuff. It's refined to fight the insomnia. And you'll have some amazing dreams, better than with your wascal.
I don't know, Rucker. Your recipes have always seemed a bit potent to me.
Of course, that's why they're so cool. Let's dine. You have some herbidos, and hey man, you're gonna sleep better than a zombie.
Now I remember. But I refused to take the herbidos.
Yeah, but didn't you find the orange juice a little strong? Besides, now you're in an amazing mood, no?
Well, I don't agree with what you've done, but I guess you're right on that one. I haven't felt such inner peace for a long time. But explain one thing to me.
What?
Could you explain what the Rastafarian religion is all about?
No.
The ingredients of herbidos are legal, aren't they?
Don't worry, be happy, man. We be 12 miles from the coast, so sit back and enjoy.
That's the telepathic helmet you've got there, isn't it?
Telepathic? Well, it's the one that you gave to that bird brain Saturn a while back, man. But I want it fair and square, and it's mine now. I brought it to the boat, 'cause it really freaks me out. But for the last 3 days, it don't work. Typical overvalued Babylon machine. By the way, Joshua came here before, man, and told me he had a similar device. But that his was much awesomer and less pathetic.
Actually, Joshua built it to communicate with the Trantorians. When he managed to get abducted, I kept it.
Oh yeah, and that whole thing about the Martians and the stone they lost. I know how difficult it is. 'Cause I lost one the other day, and I felt an evil feeling at the tip of me dreadlocks.
That whole thing about Saturn being an idiot, it's all in good fun, right?
No, I say it in the worst way. Saturn, imbecile.
The important thing here is not the helmet, it's
what?
We'll talk later, Wrecker.
You're in charge, jerk.
Just a minute. Hey, did you just call me a jerk?
Come on, I was just joking. I'd never insult such a sweetly sweet Babylonian like you, no matter what a jerky be.
Are you sure you can't explain the Rastafarian religion to me?
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you something, but I can't remember what.
Isn't it sweet? It's the herbidos. It has some righteously righteous after effects. You take it easy, man. You gonna get over it fast and we split.
I don't think it belongs to Rutger. It's huge. Maybe I can use it for something. It's a hog bristle broom. Very durable. Pots, hose, insecticide, hoe. Darn, nothing I need.
Take the sand, man.
What?
The sand in those sacks is so finely fine. I'm in awe. Please take one.
Thanks, but I don't think I need any sand.
You must be pulling my weed, man. Such fine sand. Please take the sand or I will lose my temper.
Okay already, I'll take a sack. Great, now I have this thing to lug around all day. That's the telepathic helmet Joshua made to communicate with Trantor, which I gave to Saturn as a gift. Okay, I'll grab it.
No, man.
What?
Don't want to make you vex, man, but the helmet is mine and it stays here.
Yeah, let's see what's in there. Look who's here! Saturn!
Well, look, it's Sleeping Beauty. Did you dream about anything interesting, BB?
Well, no, I didn't. I don't remember what I dreamt.
Oh, poor thing. Are you aware that Friedrich Kekulé discovered the hexagonal structure of the benzene molecule thanks to a dream?
Well, No, but
And that Robert Louis Stevenson came up with Jekyll and Hyde while he was asleep?
that's very interesting, but
There are no ifs, ands, or buts. So listen, stop contradicting me and tell me about you.
hey, about that helmet I gave you.
Yeah, I know you gave it to me, but now it belongs to that Jamaican joyrider.
Why does Rutger have the helmet?
Because he's a perfect idiot, that's why. Anyway, I've designed a better one. The hairdo helmet. It'll be the first helmet that doesn't mess up your hair. Just the opposite, because it'll come with an advanced internal hairstyling system. It'll wash your hair, cut it, do perms. You know, I'm even thinking of adding some arms that'll do manicures. Rutger will turn green with envy.
Did you know the helmet stopped working?
Yeah, Sushi told me about 3 days ago. In the beginning, I thought it was just that idiot's fault. But Joshua explained that it's actually a telepathic helmet that can be used to communicate with Trantorian beings. But since their stone was robbed, the line has been cut off.
Let's forget the helmet for a moment.
Yeah, BB, let's talk about something less unpleasant.
Well, about the Trantonite we're looking for.
Your friend Joshua told me about it. I'd love to get a glimpse of that stuff.
Huh. Joshua still hasn't explained anything to me about the Trantonite.
He hasn't? Well, he says it gives off as many neutrinos as the sun, or even more. I don't know if you know, but neutrinos are particles with hardly any mass that can pass through any solid body without changing direction.
Oh, yeah, of course. I studied physics at the university. I remember that they're created through beta disintegration, and wow, it's too bad they can only be seen using a neutrino detector, because otherwise... Are you thinking the same thing I am?
Do you also think the Mega Fan Mixer will work better if I add saws to the mincing blades?
No, Saturn. If we could build a neutrino detector, we could figure out where the Trantonite is, couldn't we?
Awesome! I hadn't thought of that. Just yesterday, I was reading an article about neutrino detectors in this month's Do-It-Yourself Science Illustrated. You have to fill a glass tank with fresh water, put photomultipliers in place, and, wait, I better look it up. Improvements in ultra-energy neutrino detectors on pages 31 through 34. Let's see, 28, 29, 30. Dang! The ones where the article should be. I bet that French girl did this.
Huh?
You know, man, the one who came here with Dean Grassick. The poor girl was so bored, I lent her my magazine. She seems so nice. And then she goes and steals just the article we need.
Don't worry, I'll try to get it back.
Let's hope, and try to solve that fresh water problem as well. As for the photomultipliers, that's a piece of cake. We'll use the telepathic helmet sensors. Joshua told me they increase the neutrino's mass and turn it into photons, so it has to work. The only problem is that fool Rutger has the helmet, and I don't know if he's going to want to give it to you. As long as you're going, tell him he's got so much nerve it won't fit in his hat.
If the planet is called Trantor, shouldn't it be called Trantorite instead of Trantonite?
You really get bored, don't you?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we have time to analyze the stone.
Well, it's a shame, because I think it would be wicked as part of my two-mouth bottle.
Getting back to our original topic, you haven't seen Joshua lately, have you?
He just left a minute ago. I am amazed with his cultural knowledge.
Joshua? What did he say?
I'm hungry. Exactly the same words uttered by Mike the Melting Pot Orchard in 1935, right before demonstrating in the flesh that ingesting a set of chrome-plated horseshoes is lethal to human beings.
What's that you're working on there?
Oh, I knew the mini-sub would draw your interest. You don't see a work of techno art like this one every day. And it was a huge success at the last Burning Man Festival, the most advanced art event in the US of A.
What exactly is the mini-sub?
It's a state-of-the-art mutant vehicle, especially indicated for use in underwater explorations. You see, when Dean Grassick goes down to the Orion, it will light up his field of vision. And at the same time, it'll send the images to the command post in the yacht so that we can take action in the event of danger.
Is it broken?
No, but first I was trying it out in the simulation tank in the cargo hold. And it seemed to me that I could improve the sine wave function to make it more flexible in motion. Plus, I was thinking that if I stick on some electromagnets, I could recycle it to use for underwater skiing.
What is the Burning Man Festival?
Well, it's totally amazing, BB.
Very interesting. But let's discuss more important affairs.
Whatever you say, BB.
I'm going to see what else I can do around here, Saturn.
Okay, BB. See you later.
Alrighty, Saturn.
Hey, wait. Since there's a glass tank in the cargo hold, we can build the neutrino detector in there. Right now, it contains salt water, so you'll have to empty it out and prepare everything so we can refill it with fresh water. You won't have any trouble, because all the water that comes out of the yacht's faucets is fresh. But I told you, as soon as you finish with the tank, get the telepathic helmet back and retrieve that article on the neutrino detector. Come tell me, and I'll get to work.
It's full of pens, pencils, and markers. Well, as long as I can choose, I guess I'll take a pretty marking pen. Saturn, can I borrow a marker?
Of course, BB, keep it. It's immoral to refuse someone a pen.
I think I've used one of these in the past. What I can't remember is when. I guess Saturn uses it to jot down his ideas and designs. Yep, I'd better tell Saturn. Can I borrow your sketch pad, Saturn?
That pad is sacred, BB. It's full of my ideas and designs, so it constitutes my artistic and scientific logbook, and I couldn't risk losing it. My regrets, BB, but I can't lend it to you.
A portrayal of Neptune, the Roman sea god. It's made of bronze, so it must weigh more than my car. However, the trident has come loose. I'll nonchalantly slip it into my pocket. Well, not too nonchalantly, or I may inadvertently saw a branch off of the family tree. I believe Sushi said the password is 0512. Let's try. Got it! Hello?
Bonjour, Brian. How do you feel?
Have we met before?
But of course, at dinner yesterday, you were a bit, how do you say, dizzy?
Well, actually, I don't remember much of what happened yesterday. I don't even remember your name.
Don't worry, it sometimes happens. My name is Camille.
Nice to meet you, Camille. It's a pleasure to meet you again.
The same to you, Brian.
I'm ready, hot stuff. You come here, baby. Hurry up, Chiquita. I need my siesta soon.
Recording.
I am Dean Grassic, and let me say bienvenidos to the Grassic Adventure with Dean Grassic, your favorite show. Broadcasting from Miami to the world, baby. You know why? Because I, Dean Grassic, promise tons of real adventure with money-back guarantee. You know why, amigo? Because I live tons of real adventures every day. You know why, amigo? Because I, Dean Grassic, am the greatest adventurer on the planet. The only one who can do the amazing stuff. You know why, amigo? Because Dean, shoot! You sure you started up the recorder, Chiquita?
Yes, but of course.
Watch your mouth with me, baby. It's okay, mamacita. I'll take a break and we'll start over.
Wow, Camille. I didn't know that.
Hey, muchacho, don't bother my Chiquita. She's working.
You're Dean, right?
You guessed right. It's me, the one and only Dean Grassic. But don't be embarrassed to speak to me. Just treat me like an everyday guy. I'm your brother.
Sure, Dean. I'm Brian.
The teenager who has put me into the Orion's path?
Yeah, well,
You're hot stuff, amigo. Despite your lack of experience, you have really helped me out. But your contribution is done with, brother. I'm going to the bottom of the seas to get back the amazing rock. Cause I'm the greatest adventurer you'll ever know. Dean Grassic, the answer to all your troubles.
thanks, but I'd like to finish this on my own.
You are chilling, my brother. Courage is a great sign of the rookie adventure. But you shouldn't try to hop on a running bus. Just hold on un momento, cause I'm gonna do you a big favor. All day today, I will answer your questions for free, placing all the wisdom of the Grassic Adventure method within your reach. Take advantage of this ultra cool offer and pose your questions, my friend.
Seriously, I want to be the one to go to the sunken galleon.
Keep it cool, my brother. Do you think I'd dive to the Orion if I weren't the best? Keep your blinkers on me, amigo. And after a while, you may be ready to become a real adventurer.
What is the Grassic Adventure method?
What rock did you climb out from under, kid? It is the amazing learning system for adventurers and treasure hunters. Patented by Dean Grassic. Its pages contain more than 12 years of experience, excitement, and triumph. Now it can be yours for the low price of just $39.99. Amigo, apply now and you will get an original 8x10 Dean Grassic glossy print, autographed by Dean Grassic himself.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair to Camille?
Camille? What Camille?
It is moi, Camille.
Close it, mamacita. I'm talking to me, amigo.
Keep recording. I'm out of here.
Yeah, let's quit the talk, or I have to work overtime. Dionisio, you are the best, the hottest, the most dazzling enigma, the most dazzling enigma.
It's full of plastic tubes. I don't know. They must be for diving. Sure, I'll take one. These things always come in handy, even if it's just to use as part of a practical joke. Well, I already have one, but two could be nice. Cool. I have two identical tubes to play with today.
Okay. I got it, you have it. Let's record it till the sun goes down.
Camera rolling.
I am Dean Grassic.
It looks like I'm in the cargo hold. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Those holes in the ceiling look like the hatches in the deck that they load the cargo through. Well... I'd guess it's used to empty the tank. Yeah, that seems like the most logical way to empty the tank. Let's try it. Huh. This seems to be connected to a suction pump, because otherwise I can't explain how it went so fast. It's next to a door with no lock, no doorknob, and no opening panel. I don't know if I can figure out what it's for. Well, open sesame. Whoa! It almost chopped my foot off. It must be broken because it doesn't seem normal for it to close just because you release the button. Great idea. Presto! Plus, it looks like the broom will hold steady. That was a major pain. However, I better get some excellent payback inside. Oh man, this must be my lucky day. I knew good fortune would smile upon me sooner or later. This was truly a challenge, but the reward is beyond comparison. A bag of plastic ties. And they're the beautiful white ones, too. My favorite. Well, I'll check to see if there's anything else around here. Nope, nothing of interest to me. Let's look on the other side. No, nothing there either. However, as far as I can tell, this cargo hold is symmetrical to the other one, with the hatch and everything. How are you, Camille?
Très bien, as you can see.
Where are you from?
From France. Don't I have an accent?
I was gonna say something as dumb as the Colonel would, but instead, I'll ask something else. I only know about France from the movies. Paris, the Can-Can, Les Mis.
Alors, you know the France of last century through the American movies? Maybe you should travel there to see what France is like today in person.
Oh, and you have excellent wines there, don't you?
Mais oui, precisely. I brought 2 bottles as a gift for Dean, but he says he is on the wagon or something. He refused them. Too bad. Because what do I do with them now?
Well, I have a friend who would go wild over those 2 bottles.
Ah, you know about wine?
No, Little Demon is more into drinking it. The one who really knows his wine is my Uncle Albert.
Ah, oui?
He always says, water is for bathing and some dirty folks drink it.
I don't think I want to meet this uncle.
The last time he drank any water was in October of 1947, when he got drunk and sang too long in a shower.
And he's American?
Well, actually, he's my great-uncle by marriage from Schenectady. He has an 89-year-old ulcer collection.
Well, you are lucky you do not take after him.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Anyway, I'll tell you about Uncle Albert some other day. I'd love to keep talking about France, but how is it you're working for Dean?
No, I do not work for him. I won a contest, and the prize was to experience his next adventure with him. You do not know how many people would pay to be in my place. I had very much the luck.
Oh yeah, I think Sushi mentioned that. What type of contest was it?
It was an international contest in all the countries where they show the Grazik adventure. The winner was the person who found a golden coin in Dean's head. Merde, why did I buy that tablet of chocolate?
I hate to say it, but I don't think Dean treats you with much respect.
No, it's just his character. Really, he is very attentive and, well, right now he has very much the stress and he is not normally like this.
That Dean is a show-off.
No, don't say that. Dean is the greatest adventurer in history.
Though...
No, nothing.
So why did you decide to take part in the contest?
I have always loved the adventure, and this was my chance to live one for real. Dean always says that adventure has physical ability as a weapon against adversity.
That's what he says? Well, no. What adventure puts to the test is improvisation as a weapon against confusion. You spend time going from one place to another without knowing exactly what you're supposed to do. And you have to make things up as you go along in order to move forward, because if you let the confusion get the best of you, you'll just get stuck somewhere, and you'll miss out on the best part of the adventure.
Well, I never thought about it like that.
Me neither, actually. I was just improvising. Let's drop the topic of Dean, or I'm a wretch.
Okay, as you wish.
You wouldn't happen to know where Saturn's magazine is?
Mon Dieu, how embarrassing. Tell Saturn I will return the missing pages, but right now I cannot.
But what happened?
Well, I sat here to read, and Dean asked me for the paper to wrap his lunch. I was so absorbed with reading, though, I hardly heard him. A bit later he appeared, a little bothered because I don't pay attention to him, and he said, "Why don't you bring the paper to me if you have it right there, hotcakes?" or something like that. Then he ripped out some pages and returned to the sea-lock room. I meant to tell Saturn, but I had a bit the shame.
Don't worry. You'll see. Dean will return them to me lickety-split. Anyway, see you around, Camille.
I'm ready, Hostov. You come here, baby.
It's much newer than the one I used in Alaska. There's a long hose inside for use in the event of a fire. However, I think it'll be a real nice thing to have for filling the sea-lock tank with fresh water. Since Saturn claims the water in the boat's taps is fresh, I can use it to fill the sea-lock tank. It's used to break the glass in the event of an emergency. No, better leave it by the glass cases in case there's an emergency. Plus, if I want to open them, it'd be easier just to ask Sushi for the key. I bet she has one.
Hurry up, Chiquita. I need my siesta soon.
Camera rolling.
I am Dean Grassic, and let me say bienvenidos to the Grassic Adventure with Dean Grassic, your favorite show, broadcasting from Miami to the world, baby. You know why? Because I, Dean Grassic, promise tons of real adventure with money-back guarantee. You know why, amigo? Because I live tons of real adventures every day. You know why, amigo? Because I, Dean Grassic, am the greatest adventurer on the planet. The only one who can do the amazing stuff. You know why, amigo? Because Dean. Shoot! Watch your hands, Chiquita.
You're the one who messed up. You keep forgetting the script.
Watch your mouth with me, baby. It's okay, mamacita. I'll take a break and we'll start over.
Hi, Dean.
Dean Grassic! Amigo, what's flying?
I need the paper you wrapped your lunch in. Can I borrow it?
Do I look like some kind of boob to you, amigo? I lived in the street too long to let some thief stick his finger in my frijoles.
I'm not gonna steal your lunch, just the paper it's wrapped in.
No way, amigo. And if you put your dirty hands on my lunch, I will have to ask you to duel with me, you know?
Well, when you're done, you'll give me the paper, right?
Okay, kid. After I have lunch, the paper is yours. And if you behave and keep quiet, I'll sign it for you.
Will you be lunching soon?
That depends how badly this French girl keeps working. If she keeps messing up the recording, we'll never finish. Because Dean Grassic never eats with business unfinished. Because without business, there's no dinero. And without dinero, there's no frijoles.
You don't have to autograph the paper, just don't tear it, that's all.
You're lost, amigo. For an amateur adventurer, there's no greater treasure than his idol's autograph. Like when I was a muchacho, and Mel Fisher, the greatest treasure hunter in pre-Grassic history, signed a napkin for me.
Well, you look like you're starving, brother.
No deal, amigo. My lunch is mine alone, and I'll eat it when I want.
Oh, man. Just forget it.
Good going, kid. You gotta know when to fold. That'll save you some big troubles.
What if I trade you your lunch for something more succulent?
I get the idea, Dad. You don't got no idea what you're saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Something more succulent than a hardened bar of genetically engineered, potassium-rich beans? You better start looking, because this is the best snack in Miami.
Well, let's just drop it for now.
You finally got some common sense, kid.
You haven't seen my friend Joshua around, have you?
I get the feeling you're talking about your friend with the glasses, no? He was here right now, but he stirred up a mess, moving everything around and screwing up my scene. That guy is one loco yokel.
Keep recording. I'm out of here.
There's no problem for me, brother.
No way, man. This loco says he won't give me the article until he finishes recording the scene. And of course, he must be used to having a teleprompter on stage, feeding him the text, so his memory's no good anymore. If things don't change around here, I won't get the article for days.
You are the best. The hottest. Dean Grassic. Aye. Come on, Dionisio. You can do this. Okay.
Just one thing, Saturn.
What's up with you, BB?
What did you tell me to tell Rutger?
That he's got so much nerve it won't fit inside his hat? Let's see what he answers to that.
I'm gonna see what else I can do around here, Saturn.
Okay, BB. See you later.
Up we go. Listen, Sushi.
Yes, Brian?
You wouldn't happen to have the key to the glass emergency cases, would you?
What is the deal with you guys in these glass cases today? Joshua came to ask about the same thing just a while ago. Lucky thing I have another copy, otherwise.
Thanks, Sushi. One other thing. Speaking of Wrecker and Saturn,
Yes?
they seem to be in a bit of a tiff.
They're unbearable, aren't they? Well, it's almost like dragging two fighting teenagers around, each pressuring the other before they kiss and make up.
They're nice guys, but I think we've discussed their participation enough.
Okay, whatever you say.
Let's continue this conversation later, okay?
Whenever you wish, Brian.
Just one thing, Wrecker.
What?
You haven't seen Joshua lately, have you?
Your boyfriend? Well, yeah, but now he's around here, a roaming as he pleases.
What? Joshua isn't my boyfriend.
Are you ashamed of him? He might seem like an inside-out peanut wrapper, but I'm sure he's an incredibly amazing guy.
What made you think that Joshua and me...
He's not as flamboyant as you, but if you two ain't gay, then I'm no Rastafari. I say gay in a totally cool way, man.
Did you convince Joshua you aren't a fat-headed hornblower?
Not until he seen me without me hat. But when he seen me dreads, he said I was a Medusianus fumensis, whatever that is. I wish I could live as sweet as your lover boy.
I bet you don't know what Saturn just said to me.
Some stupid thing of his, I'm sure.
He says his hat's off to you, and not to pout.
Is he piping down or pulling me leg? Come on, let's test him. Tell him his techno art is so sadly sad, it no be good enough to hang above a toilet.
Okay, I'll go tell him right now. Shoot, now what am I supposed to tell Saturn? Just one thing, Saturn.
What's up with you, BB?
Wrecker just said something lovely about you.
Oh, yeah? And what did that Rasta-covered fool tell you?
He says he's sad your techno art doesn't get more deserved airtime on TV.
Is that so? Well, he's probably just saying it to get something out of me. Screw him. Remind him of what I said the other day. That in order to like reggae, you have to be daffier than a duck and waddle like one too.
Trust me, I'll tell him. Let's see how I can tell Wrecker that. Just one thing, Wrecker.
What?
I bet you don't know what Saturn just said to me.
Some stupid thing of his, I'm sure.
He says that when he listens to reggae, he gets so happy that he starts to flap his wings like duck.
Oh, I guess I'm supposed to feel sorry for saying only jerks with blue hair go to the Burning Man festival. Well, you repeat that to him and see what color he turns.
Okay, I'll go tell him right now. Shoot, now what am I supposed to tell Saturn? Just one thing, Saturn.
What's up with you, BB?
Wrecker just said something lovely about you.
Oh, yeah? And what did that Rasta-covered fool tell you?
He says he feels like a wacko for not having gone to the Burning Man festival with you.
Now he realizes? Look, maybe in a few days I'll feel like a fool for saying this. But the Jamaican bobsled team won't win the Olympics, even if it secretly uses doping. Go tell him that.
Hey, the day you got mad, did you exchange any other words?
Well, I don't know. Why?
Nothing. It's just that he's starting to treat me like a punching bag. But don't you worry. Just one thing, Wrecker.
What?
I bet you don't know what Saturn just said to me.
Some stupid thing of his, I'm sure.
He says the day Jamaica wins the bobsled medal, he'll buy you an Olympic-sized bong.
Saturn said that? No way! In the end, it will turn out he ain't the jerk I thought. But all he's a saying. You ain't making that up now, is ya?
Me? Make things up? Lie? Oh, Wrecker, you just don't know me. Can't believe my ears.
Peace, man. I just think it's strange that bird brain Well, he ain't so bad, is he? You know, as brothers go, he's a good one. What am I saying? He's my best friend. Oh man, I'm gonna give him a makeup gift that's gonna knock his dreads off.
The helmet!
No, but take it if you want. I meant something more personal. To help him with one of his inventions. Don't know, I'll think of something.
Thanks, Wrecker. Well, one more thing done. Listen, Sushi.
Yes, Brian?
Speaking of Wrecker and Saturn,
Yes?
by the way, they've already made up. But what was the big fuss about?
Oh, it all happened one afternoon when I had the bright idea of showing them a video game designed over 50 years ago by my grandfather, Anthony Starstruck Douglas. Some people consider it the first video game in history. It's actually quite simple. It resembles tic-tac-toe. So Saturn and Rutger decided to play, and they got so mad they started making bets, one of which involved that helmet. In the end, there was a mix-up. They couldn't remember who was X's and who was O's. They both claimed to win, and, well, since then, the only words they've had with each other have been insults.
They're nice guys, but I think we've discussed their participation enough.
Okay, whatever you say.
Let's continue this conversation later, okay?
Whenever you wish, Brian.
How are you, Camille?
Très bien, as you can see.
What are those bottles doing there?
Oh, they are for you. I thought you'd know how to appreciate them, n'est-ce pas? What do you mean?
Wow, I'm speechless. Thanks a lot, Camille. Merci. Gee, they're lovely.
Yes, they were a gift from a friend from Bordeaux. It's a limited edition, 100 units. The bottle, it has the shape of a Greek amphora, and because Dean's real name is Dionysus, and Dionysus was the Greek god of wine, I thought he'd like them. But I prefer you have them.
Don't worry, I'll save them for a special occasion.
Where'd you go, mamita? You don't work?
If I'm not mistaken, there used to be an axe in there. I'm sure there was a hose in there before.
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
Yes, a wine like this should always be properly stored in a cool, dry location. In proper storage, they're less likely to break or spoil. Yeah, this cabinet looks like it has all the features needed to preserve the wine's aroma and taste. Just out of curiosity, though. Smells amazing. Wonder if it tastes amazing, too. Huh? Where am I? A boat? Man, I ache all over. And that light. Just a sec. Hold on. Give me a minute here. Let's see. I escaped with Joshua on Simon's snowmobile. We got as far as Sicily. Camille's wine. I really don't know what could have happened. My head is pounding and there isn't a drop left in those wine jugs. Maybe I was mugged. Anyway, I better look on the bright side. These empty wine jugs will surely come in handy. Yeah, I know it's not that comforting, but I need some encouragement here.
Okay, that item may come in handy.
You're not even gonna lend me a sheet or two from the sketchpad, Saturn?
The truth is, there's only one left, BB. Besides, I'd just give you the whole pad if it were empty. In fact, I have several new ones in my cabin, but it's a matter of principle. I never used a new sketch pad until I filled all the pages in the previous one. We artists are like that. What can I do about it?
And you haven't had any ideas for filling the last page of this sketch pad?
Well, I'm not sure. I recently read that one of the biggest causes of obesity is that we eat too fast, and I don't know, I've been thinking of something to help people eat more slowly for days so they can chew their cud without choking. The bad thing is, I haven't come up with anything.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, if I think of anything, I'll tell you. I'm getting another one of my brilliant ideas. For what I've got in mind, I just have to fill one halfway. I'm not sure if this idea is ingenious or idiocy. There we go. One family-sized hourglass. Yeah, through the awe-inspiring wonder of the plastic tie, my grandiose creation will be complete. The unique, unmatchable watch fork. Yeah, maybe if I give a good sales pitch, he'll like it. Take a look at this, Saturn.
What is that thing?
It's an experimental primitive prototype of the watch fork, based on your ideas about people eating slower. The actual size wouldn't be so big, but I thought you'd appreciate the detail this way.
Watch fork?
Yeah, look closely. You pick up the food with your fork and patiently wait for all the sand to drop from the top of the hourglass to the bottom. Afterward, you turn it over, lift the fork to your mouth, and chew patiently until the sand goes back to the other side. Then, and only then, do you pick up another morsel of food and repeat the process. So, what do you think? Saturn?
This is the most amazing invention I've ever laid my eyes on.
Seriously?
Watch out, Da Vinci. I'm going to start work on this immediately. I'm heading to my room, where I can clarify the mathematical concepts behind the watch fork and draw some sketches for a while.
Hey, Saturn, that sketchpad you brought back is brand new, isn't it?
Yeah, I used the last page from that last pad on a couple preliminary designs for the watch fork.
So, can I have it?
You mean you want me to lend it to you? Well, I'm sorry, BB. I'm giving it to you.
Well, at least I finally got it. Now let's hope I can truly put it to good use.
No, I see no reason to do something so absurd.
"2,000 Leagues Under the Sea" by Jules Verne. I'd swear he had a helmet on before. I wonder where it went. I'm not really in favor of wasting these excellent plastic ties, but if I must... Well, that's done. Hey, that's not a bad idea at all. However, I think I'm missing some essential element to make it work. How are you, Camille?
Très bien, as you can see.
Thanks for the vino. It was delicious.
What do you mean? It was. You have already drunk the 2 bottles?
Well, it's quite possible, because I don't remember doing it.
Oh la la! Well, I'm happy you enjoyed them.
Anyway, see you around, Camille.
Where'd you go, mamita? You don't work? Hit it, you pretty woman. I'm dying for my lunch.
Camera rolling.
I am being
Yes, I'll take as many as I need to build an amazing makeshift hose.
Watch your hand, Chiquita.
You're the one who messed up. You keep forgetting the script.
Watch your mouth with me, baby. It's okay, mamacita. I'll take a break and we'll start over.
Hi, Dean.
Dean Grasic! Amigo, what's flying?
May I ask what sort of adventures you've been on?
Answer these questions, my friend. Who cut down the last living example of the Havana Poppy? Who played water polo in Rio Piranhas, winning a total of 7 matches against himself? What adventure always has the hot stuff?
Dean Grasic, I suppose.
You're right, brother. Dean Grasic!
Don't you believe it. Brian Basco ain't bad either. I recovered the sacred key of the Hopi Indians.
That's nothing, amigo. I stole the golden cigar label from Fidel's best cigar factory from his bedroom closet and took a siesta in his hammock.
I got a mafia of killers in trouble with the help of 3 drag queens.
Please, amigo, don't insult me. I did the same thing with one drag queen, and she had an amazing fruit basket in her turban.
I've been inside of the monumental statues in the Tiki Temple.
But you didn't powder his nose, did you? I, on the other hand, cleaned the steps into Lincoln's right nostril on Mount Rushmore.
I've been putting up with Joshua for days.
Well, amigo, that is a challenge. But I beat you on that one too. Once I babysat for 12 hungry primary school kids, 7 depressed Boy Scouts, 3 drunk musicians, and 1 calm scriptwriter.
Okay, I'll let you have the grand prize. Dean Grasic is the greatest.
You said it, kid. Come on. Ask whatever you want, and I'll answer.
Keep recording. I'm out of here.
Yeah, let's quit the talk, or I have to work overtime. Aye,
That's the ticket. I better wait for him to finish. Hey, Dean, I bet you could do with a helpful teleprompter.
How'd you know, amigo? I have a primo memory. But if I had the words written down, I could concentrate better on my acting, you know?
Well, let's get to work then. I'm gonna prepare an analogical teleprompter for you to watch.
Recording.
I am Dean Grasic, and let me say bienvenidos to the Grasic Adventure with Dean Grasic, your favorite show. Broadcasting from Miami to the world, baby. You know why? 'Cause I live tons of real adventures every day. You know why, amigo? Because I, Dean Grasic, I am the greatest adventurer in the world. The only one who can lick his own elbow and jump onto his heels. So now, you can just give your remote control video, because our adventure is about to begin. Here we go. Roll that video.
And cut.
What did I tell you, kids? Dean Grasic is the biggest of them all. And now, I'm gonna get my lunch, because I deserve it. Here it is. A delicious hard tofu bar with genetically engineered potassium-enriched beans.
Could you lend me that paper now, Dean?
It's all yours, amigo.
I finally did it. Well, I think I finally have everything Saturn needs to make the neutrino detector. I'll go tell him so we can get to work ASAP.
Come on, start dismantling the helmet while I figure out how this works.
Okay.
Let's see. Awesome! This is a piece of cake. Hey, BB, you sure that's the right tool?
Ready to roll, Saturn.
Cool! Come on, BB, bring it on!
Tell me when it's full. Will this take much longer?
Huh? Dude, it's starting to come out! Cut!
Well, I'll just clean up this mess and be on my way.
No, it's technically impossible for anything to go wrong, but you better stay back a bit.
Now I see why you chose me to talk through the intercom. Well, as they say, que sera, sera. Sushi, can you turn off the light? We're starting here.
Done. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, good luck to everyone. And to me too. Look at them. There are the neutrinos. They're shooting up from down there to the left.
Sushi, fire the engines and set our course to north-northwest. Okay, turn starboard just a few degrees.
Look at that thing coming.
Stay the course, Sushi. We're headed in the right direction. Drop anchor, Sushi. We're right on top of it.
Sorry, Brian. I still can't figure out why he could back out at the last minute. That's the job I hired him for in the first place.
You see, I told you there was something fishy about Dean.
Well, fortunately, Camille has offered to go down and get the Trantonite.
No, tell her not to worry. I'll go.
I understand that your endgame is to do this personally, but after what you went through to build the neutrino detector, shouldn't you take some downtime?
Negative. The Trantonite is my mission.
Plus, there's a couple things we need to discuss. The first is that we are no longer right above the galleon, so you'll have to swim a bit. Not far, though. The second thing is that before beginning to search for the Trantonite, a 3D scanner should be placed as close as possible to the middle of the galleon, so that you can provide me with a 3-dimensional image I can use to guide whoever goes down. You yourself do not have to be the diver.
Come on, give me that contraption. I'll go down right now.
Okay, do as you wish. After all, everything is in place. Saturn has installed a shortwave receiver in the diving suit, so you have a comm unit during the underwater ops. And the mini-sub is ready, inside the Sea-Lock capsule. It took me a while to find it, because Rutger had taken it and...
Well, you'll see. Ballast, regulator, ready. Be careful down there, Brian.
Vamos, kid. Loco. I bet you do it almost as good as me.
Wow. Well, thanks for the encouragement, Dean.
De nada, brother.
Good luck, Brian.
Muchacho, amazing title you have come up with for this new Dean Grassic adventure. Blast to the past.
Those millions invested in a 3-dimensional scanner were worth it. Well done, Brian.
Hop in and we'll decide where to attack.
Good work, Brian. Now I have a virtual image of the Orion, and I can view your position the entire time and indicate which bearing you need to take.
So, where do I have to go?
Well, if you look closely, you'll see that the Orion's figurehead looks like a scorpion, and right next to the stinger on its tail, there is a small sphere. According to Paco's indications in Palenque, that sphere would be illuminated during battles, and I wouldn't be surprised if...
I catch your drift. Come on, prepare me for the dive. I'm going back down.
Are you sure you don't want to rest first? Lichens. Either we get rid of them and the moss, or we'll never get it open.
You know what you have to do, right?
Clean it?
Clean it, Brian. Remove the moss and lichens to see where it opens. You aren't the kind of man who refuses to pick up a cleaning rag, are you?
No, but I thought there might be some other way to open it.
Whatever, but I think you'll end up having to clean it.
All right, Sushi. I'm gonna see what I can come up with. I haven't the foggiest idea what they're for. I'll inquire. What are you working on, Saturn?
Haven't I told you about the electromagnets? They're one of my latest creations, equipped with a device that magnetizes or demagnetizes things at will. When this is finished, I plan to attach them to the mini-sub and take up underwater skiing.
Oh, that exists?
The question is not whether it exists, BB, but whether we want it to exist. Art and science are based on that grand principle.
I'll just borrow the electromagnet for a spell, okay?
Perhaps you should wait until the other one is finished. These devices work in pairs, one with the left button to use in your right hand, and the other with the right button to use in your left hand.
So I guess I'll just hold my horses. No, I already toted one around on Mala Island, and it weighed a ton. Maybe there's something inside I can use, though. Man! I bet this saw will come in handy. Of course! Who but I could dream up such a cool plan? It's obvious I'm a genius. Here we have it, an actual hog bristle brush, pocket-sized and at wholesale price. What for? That's weird. Maybe I typed it in wrong. I've got the feeling there's something fishy happening here. The bad thing is that thinking of fish is making me hungry. Hey, let's see who answers. Hello? Anyone there?
Brian? Is that you? What do you want?
Oh, nothing. I'm just trapped inside the cargo hold.
And so tell me what stupid password I stick into this contraption on the... Joshua, stop it! Man! Brian, don't worry. Joshua just ruined the encryption system on the whole yacht and messed up the passwords on all the doors. But I'll have it fixed in a couple hours. And go to your cabin, Joshua.
Hey, we'll chat later, Sushi. Shoot, I wouldn't want to be in Sushi's skin right now. Or in Joshua's, because when Sushi gets angry, she must be. Well, anyway, obviously I can't just wait for her to get me out of here. Hatches to deck. That's it! That's it. Now that I opened the hatches, I'm sure I can start from the edge of the tank. Scamper up to the ceiling somehow and reach the deck. Come on, let's get out of here. It appears I also opened the hatch to cargo hold too. Holy smokes! Well, that wasn't easy, but at least I made it here.
Brian, this is a disaster.
What's the matter, Sushi?
Look, you really need to have a talk with Joshua. He's like a poltergeist. Now he's deactivated all of my passwords in addition to leaving the hatches on the deck wide open.
Oh man, what are we gonna do with old Joshua?
I already figured out the password thing, but I'm telling you, my experience is that it is quite unpleasant to enter the cargo hold and find a flock of seabirds looking at you as if you were some huge and yummy fish. Lucky thing the computer warned me and I was able to close them from here. Otherwise...
Don't you worry. As soon as I see him, I'll kick his butt so hard he'll never open another hatch again. For goodness sake. What's that banging?
I can't believe it! Your boyfriend is messed out, man! With him, if I laugh, I die!
What are you talking about? Joshua? What's he doing?
I don't know, man! But he took an axe, and he's a banging at the satellite dishes!
And what did that poor antenna do to him?
Damn if I know! Everybody gotta do what they feel like, man!
Joshua! Leave that antenna alone! Jeez!
No! Right now I have no reason to stop! You can't make me!
Listen, Sushi.
Yes, Brian?
Exactly why didn't Dean try to go down and get the Trantonite?
Oh, but didn't I explain? Turns out he isn't actually a treasure hunter.
What? He's not a treasure hunter?
He's just a straw man, a salary-paid actor who's hosted the show while pretending to be a big adventurer. But it turns out the action shots were filmed by stunt doubles.
But the deal was that he'd go down and get the Trantonite, wasn't it?
That's what I told him, but not what he understood. When I hired him, he must have thought I was in contact with the production company, and that, at the moment of truth, the stunt doubles he usually uses for the risky scenes would show up to do the dirty work.
I told you I didn't like that Dean. I told you so. I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
Okay, you're right and I was wrong, but don't be so childish as to rub it in my face.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to. I told you so. Okay, let's drop the topic of Dean. How's Camille doing?
I just went to see her in her cabin, and the poor girl is a mess. She's writing things in her diary. Bear in mind that Dean was her biggest idol, and in a matter of days, his image has been completely shattered. She'll get over it fast, though. She's young and strong, and I have a feeling she may surprise us.
Well, I wanted to thank you. If it weren't for you, I probably would have given up.
Come on, Brian. Don't get discouraged. You'll see how soon we're celebrating the end of all this with Gina. By the way, did you know I have tickets to Lula, Marta, and Mariola's new show?
Really? What are they up to?
No idea, because I bought them on the net. The truth is, I haven't heard anything from them since you and Gina invited us to that weekend in the Cayman Islands.
Well, we had to thank you for everything you've done for us. I hope we can do it again soon. Do the Divas have a new show?
Yes, but don't ask me what it's about. The website just said something like, the latest musical extravaganza of the Queens of Kitsch.
Well, getting back to our topic. I'm going down to the galleon again.
That's all right, Brian. Just start prepping and tell me when you're ready. Is it that hard, Brian? You're not going to tell me the dirt is really stuck to the surface, are you?
No luck? No? No!
Well, this really sucks, Brian. Someone may have robbed the Trantonite, which would explain why the Interceptor ended up sinking the Orion. Or Malantuñas suspected something and put it in a different place. The truth is, I have no idea.
Well, let's stay positive and assume it's still on the boat. Where could Malantuñas have hidden it?
Well, if I were him, I would like to keep it as close as possible. In my stateroom, for instance.
Yeah, that's the most logical. Come on, let's prepare for another dive. I'll go down ASAP.
Are you sure you don't want to rest a while first? You look exhausted, Brian. Maybe you should get back your strength a bit first, before...
I'll have time to rest later. We've got work to do.
Try to go in through the middle hole, Brian.
Let's see. Go down into it as far as you can. Now, move toward the bow. At the end of the hall, you'll find some stairs. Go past them. Now stand facing aft. Do you see a trap door? Go up through it.
Roger. You'll reach a passageway with several doors. The one closest to the bow has to be Malantuñas' cabin. Where are you going? Oh, crap. I meant the stern. The cabin is near the stern. That's the door. No doubt about it. No, don't say another word. It won't open, right? This is always the way. Why isn't there ever a doormat with a key hidden under it?
Well, of course it sucks, but when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I'll take a stroll around the boat, and I bet I'll come up with an idea to get that door open.
Okay, I'll just keep thinking up ideas. And if you see Joshua, tell him enough is enough.
What did he do now?
What did he do? While you were diving, he made a major mess out of the cargo hold. He found a crowbar and started opening boxes of things, spewing stuff all over the floor. Replacement parts, nails, packaging materials.
What nerve! Don't you worry, that guy's gonna get what he deserves. I was afraid of this. Now it turns out somebody has removed the brush holding the door open. Nada. It would have been too easy for someone to come along and repair the door. On the positive side, the crowbar I need to get into Malatunia's cabin is there. On the negative side, I can't go in and get it, because when I release the button, the door will slam shut, and I don't want to sever off an arm trying to leap in. Let's see how I can think my way out of this one. Hey, now I can grab those electromagnets, can't I?
Of course, BB. Don't forget to tell me how they work.
Nifty. My first pair of electromagnets. There's something I don't get, though. If one has a button on the left to use with your right hand, and the other has the button on the right to use with your left hand, then what is the other one you have there for?
Oh, that's for laterally challenged people. You know, the ones who never know which way is right and left. I put a button in the middle, so now it's accessible to everyone.
Done. Hey, that's not bad. Once I'm up there, I slide down the wall of cargo hold 2, snatch the crowbar, and run out. I don't know whether I can trust Saturn's little inventions, but what choice is there? Down we go. Yes, and now it's mine. No door will be any match for me with this crowbar. The Transonite awaits me.
Brian?